the black Americans saying ICE isn't our problem.
People like him, you know what they missing, y'all? Black trauma corn. That's why they want black Americans to come outside, because they're missing those videos. They have an addiction for those type of videos. And since police brutality isn't trending anymore, you know, the last video we seen like that was Sonia Massey. God bless her heart and condolences to her family. But they're missing videos like that. And since ICE is the one trending, like police is no longer trending, some way they're trying to get black Americans into this narrative so they could see that black trauma corn that they're all addicted to. This is the only reason they calling black Americans to come outside, because they're missing watching videos like that. Whether black Americans are in the right or in the wrong in those situations, those type of videos are what they're craving. Black trauma corn. That's why they want y'all outside. That's why they want y'all outside.
For all the black Americans saying ICE isn't our problem, you do realize that they're kidnapping black Americans too, right? And they're just saying, oh, we thought they were African. We thought they were illegal immigrants.
We don't need a PSA. We don't need you to try and coax us into doing anything because we've been doing the work. We don't need a pep talk. We don't need a gentle reminder because we never forgot. We understand as a people that we can never be next because we were first. So please stop making videos addressing black people as if we're not in the know. Address your people. Y'all are the ones playing catch up.
Hey people, welcome back to the channel. So this conversation is getting heated online and it's deeper than people think. Some black Americans are saying we've been on the front lines for decades and right now we are tired. Others are warning if systems like ICE expand unchecked, it could affect more communities, including black Americans themselves. But here is a reality. This isn't just about one group. It's about how different communities show up for each other or don't. There is also frustrations being expressed. Some feel like support hasn't always been mutual. So now people are asking, why should we always be the first to step in? At the same time, others believe staying silent could backfire in the long run because history shows policies don't always stop where they start. So the real question is this about self-preservation or is this a moment for unity? Let me know what you think. Should every community fight together or is it okay to sit some battles out? So I have put together clips for you guys to watch, and then once we are done, let's share our comments in the comment section down below. Let's watch the rest of the clips.
Why are black people saying this is not our fight making you upset? I've seen video after video from Latino creators or Latino people coming online pleading to black people to put our bodies at the forefront of this fight against illegal ICE raids, against deportation, against roundups, against undocumented people being rounded up and families being disjointed. But there's several reasons as to why you should not be shocked that black people are sitting this one out. You guys all remember that this is a subset of your community last year. You're also aware that across the board, overwhelmingly black people voted in favor of the candidate that had black interests, Latino interests, Asian interests at heart. Where if you look at the sentiments of what that vote represents, half of your community voted for this. Half of your community said F you to black people. Half of your community said, we don't care about you. Half of your community said you wanted to be white aligning and white adjacent. And now you're being reminded of the fact that you're not. We have to have the ability to hold multiple truths when we speak to each other as communities. The truth is that Latinos are not in a monolith. It's just an all-encompassing umbrella that they put you under. And that, yes, the majority of the people that voted for Donald Trump and were doing that were Cuban and were other people in different parts of the country, and undocumented people in Mexico, in California are being impacted by that. That is true. But what's also true is that there is a history of black people fighting and being at the forefront of civil rights in this country since the inception of civil rights in this country. And it's always been pushback and non-solidarity from multiple communities who are voting and always going against black people. So this particular time when black women especially really came out in droves and really fought forward with our votes, and you guys didn't do it, your community didn't do it. It's like, why would I fight now? Why would I fight now? So I just need you, like, if you're gonna come online and make pleas and ploys to black people, because I've seen so many video, start by acknowledging the fact that your community has colorism, anti-blackness, and voted against your own best self-interest. Start with that. Don't come in here and ask black people just to put our bodies at the forefront of the line, because we've been doing that for a century. Secondly, I think the majority of black people who are saying that they're sitting this one out are using their voice in other ways or having solidarity with you in other ways, but they're not going to protest. They're not going to go get hit by rubber bullets. They're not going to put themselves in harm's way or make that effort again, because you guys, it's time for you to fight for yourself. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you. Now, there's also a bunch of black people online who are asking black people to come out and fight for everyone, and everyone needs to fight, and this is our fight as well. While I do agree with a lot of those sentiments, because if they're doing it to brown citizens, they can do it to black citizens, and they can use the Congo and Haiti as an excuse to just racially profile all of us. That's very true. But you have to stop telling black people to put themselves on the line when black people are exhausted. Black people are exhausted. Black people have done so much for all communities in this country. At a certain point, there has to be a time where they need to rest. And right now, a bunch of people are resting, and that's fine. But there will always be people in our community who fight. Like, I'm using my voice every fucking day on this app. I've made an update about every single thing going on with ICE raids, locations, where they are, what's happening with Trump. I do it every day on my social page, and it's exhausting. Like, I'm actually exhausted. Today I put up like 10 posts. I'm exhausted, but I'm doing it because I know my voice has reach, and I know that people need to hear it. And that's my personal choice. I'm not doing it because I feel obligated. So stop trying to make people feel obligated to put themselves on the line again. I say that to say it's a lot of fucked up shit happening in this country. I know that people and families, I was in tears last night seeing people self-deport themselves and people getting rounded up, grandfathers and grandmothers and abuelitas getting taken away, who are the people who are the fabric of this city in LA. But I just know that it doesn't end here, and there are black people on that list. There are black countries on that list. There are black countries on that list, and I'll say that to you again. There are black countries on that list.
For all the black Americans saying ICE isn't our problem.
Peace. How can you laugh at a time like this? How can you joke and dance around and be easy at a time like this? How can you post videos, living your life, loving your family at a time like this? I saw a video of a black mutual of mine who was essentially asked those questions in response to him posting a funny post on the same day that ICE had taken yet another life. How can you? Now, this is someone who posted conscious content on the regular, along with other personal, relatable content. But on this particular day, the question was, how could you? As if he was shirking a responsibility, with the implication that it should be all hands on deck at a time like this. A time like what? To who? A time like the Triangle Trade, slavery, the Jim Crow era, the Holocaust, a time like the genocide, Reconstruction, the Civil Rights era, a time like the crack era, the LA Rebellion, mass incarceration era, a time like what? And for who? Black Americans, people with disabilities, Palestinians, Congolese, poor people, a time like what? For who? Now, to be clear, I am not an absolutist, and I am certainly not an isolationist. I'm not one of the "this is not our problem" black folks. Most intelligent and informed black people know good and well that if they do that to y'all, they'll do worse to us. History has shown us as much. So we're gonna do what we do because it's what we have always had to do through generations of times like this, trying to ring the alarm for those of you who wasn't trying to hear it until the time came that it was your turn. But we black parents have been sending our children out into the world knowing that they could get Emmett Till, they could get Trayvon Martin, they could get Mike Brown. and be villainized posthumously over a cigarillo or a bottle of orange juice. And when we say that our lives matter, have many of you retort with all lives matter. People who are suspiciously silent at the moment, especially those of the white lives matter variety. One wonders why, but I digress. It has always been a time like this for us. Those of us who've had to learn to live and love and laugh under duress for the entirety of our time here. Generations of us who've always known what you were just now discovering. That it's not that to white supremacists we are nothing but collateral damage. It's that to white supremacists we are nothing. And now you know, white supremacy was not created for white people. White people were created for white supremacy. It will always be a time like this for people like us and you, not like us. Unless you are black, and I don't mean everybody black. Stay out of black folks' comments trying to dictate how we cope at a time like this. For me, that means posting content that will inspire, not just enrage. I will continue to love, laugh, be the best me that I can be for those whom I'm here to serve. But it is not up to you to dictate how we do what we do at a time like this. We out here.
The reason why black people are saying ICE isn't our problem is because we on vacation. We didn't do this. Yo, black people have been fighting for years in order to fix the bullshit. I'm not about to say fix the country. I'm not about to say fix America. I'm going to say fix the bullshit, right? And now that ICE is going around taking people and offing white people, now y'all want help. Now y'all want to band the fuck together. Us and all the other minorities, we've been here. We've been here rocking with each other. It was y'all. We tried inviting y'all to the cookout. But every time y'all came, y'all brought some bullshit. We can invite the Hispanics. We can invite the Asians, the Koreans. I'm pretty sure they count as Asian too. If they don't, I'm sorry. If they do, then I think I did right. Like, we invite everybody to the cookout. But every time y'all come, y'all bring bullshit. So yeah, we on vacation. We not inviting people to the cookouts no more. Y'all specifically. But we not inviting motherfuckers to the cookouts no more. We making sure y'all don't take our clothes. We making sure that we keep our hair the way we want to keep our hair. We making sure we doing good for ourselves. Some of us at least. But no, we on vacation, brother. ICE is not our problem right now.
I just seen somebody make a post talking about ICE is not our problem. And it was made from a black person that made that status. And it makes me so sad because that's exactly what they want. They want to segregate everybody. They don't want people to work together. They don't want that. They want you to have that type of mindset. This is a sequence, and it's also like a chain effect, right? It's like a domino effect. That's the best way to say it. If one falls, they all fall down. You could have a friend that's foreign, and they're probably like a citizen, and they have a family that's not. You know what I'm saying? So for you to say what you said is crazy. And then the sad part about it is innocent people are actually getting unalive because of it. And y'all think that's okay. This is what they want. And I'm sorry, but people with mindsets like that is just like messing up the country. It really is. Like, there's no other way to put it.
All the black Americans saying ICE isn't our problem, you do realize that they're kidnapping black Americans too, right? And they're just saying, oh, we thought they were African.
TikTok supports white supremacy, so does he and anybody that has tried to use that talking point. We know that by far, black people voted against ICE overwhelmingly, more than any demographic in this country. By far. So it doesn't matter if you see 1 million black people on here saying that they don't care, that they're not going to do anything, even if they say they're happy. We know that if there is one demographic of people that rolled the loudest and the most against ICE, it is black people. But the elevated views and clicks for racist videos don't just apply to conservatives, even though they overwhelmingly make that content. It also applies to a lot of liberals. It also applies to a lot of non-racist people. Unfortunately, the Black experience in this country since its inception has always been that the sound bite, the video clip, and the stereotype will always be louder than our actual actions. Y'all have a good one.